This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel, double check your notifications are on, and if you hit that like button, double check it's working properly, because these bad actors are doing everything in their power to suppress the channel because they don't want more people becoming aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Listen, the SEC had a case against a cuts, whatever you pronounce it, AUCTUS. And what these guys were doing was absolutely, well, I think it's kind of diabolical, but that is just my opinion. That is just my opinion. I mean, everybody is entitled to do what they want to make money as long as it's within the bounds of the law. But in my opinion, and under the old SEC administration, they were acting as unregistered dealers. And the SEC was suing them for that. And now the new administration said, you know what? You can continue being an unregistered dealer. We don't see a problem with it. Let me tell you guys something. The only positive thing about this new SEC is their take on crypto. Everything else is just the same or worse. They do not care about naked shorting. They do not care about retail investors. They don't care about protecting the market. All they care about is protecting the 1%, just like they did before. And if the 1% weren't long on crypto, they wouldn't be protecting that either, in my opinion. Anyway, look what Augustus was doing. They were actually looking for companies who were in financial trouble. They would loan them money for convertible shares. And these were shares that they could buy at a deep discount. Like, say the share was selling for $10 a share on the open market. They would lend these guys money and then get that money in shares at maybe $4 or $5 a share at deep discounts. Then, as soon as they converted the shares that they got for $4 or $5, they would dump them into the market for the market price, and diluting the company and making shareholders lose millions of dollars. And at the same time, these guys are making millions of dollars in profits. And they've done this with multiple companies. They would loan the company money. They would get shares or convertible shares at really low prices, way below market value. And then as soon as they got the shares, they would dump them into the market, sell them at the market price, and collect millions in profits. And of course, if you're moving that amount of shares, you are a dealer. Okay? You are a dealer. I mean, there's no if, and, buts, or suppose, in my opinion, that you're a dealer. And the SEC knew they were a dealer, but the SEC decided, well, the new SEC anyway, has decided to give these guys a break. They are looking for companies in trouble. They get the shares at a discount, and then as soon as they get the shares, they dump them into the market, diluting the real shareholders. And then they claim that they're not a dealer. Yo, it's absolutely crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. The bottom line is this. We are not going to get any help from the SEC, the DOJ, or the FBI when it comes to getting some type of justice from these bad actors. We're not. Okay? We're not. Our only hope is when they run out of money, when the liquidity is gone, and then the banks put pressure on the naked shorters to start closing out their short positions, or one of these civil lawsuit get to the discovery phase and they're forced to turn over the blue sheets in trading history of AMC, GME, NWBO, MULN, MMTLP. That's when I believe we're going to get some justice, because we can't rely on the SEC, we can't rely on the DOJ, we can't rely on the FBI, because they only function if the 1% are losing money. If retail investors are losing money, pension funds are losing money, or institutions that follow the rules are losing money because of fraud and corruption, they will do absolutely nothing. Once in a while, they might give the bad actors a fine, but the fine is only a small percentage of what they made from the questionable or illegal activity. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think an institution that's selling millions of dollars in shares should be considered a dealer? Anyway, have a great day. God bless. I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.